Hi everybody, welcome to Legs and Abs today. So today's gonna be about a 30-minute workout working the legs and the abs, including the whole abdominal region, which is the core, wrapping around front and back. So we're gonna work it with this band, my fabric band. This is, I think, a light, but I wanted to have a little give since we're gonna be doing some standing work, and a set of dumbbells. So if you don't have either, don't worry about it. You can do it with just your body weight, and it's gonna go fly by and you're gonna get a great workout in. So let's get nice and warm. Make sure you have a nice clear space. Grab some water. Let's get started. We're gonna start with a little warm up. All right, I'm gonna set my timer. Take a nice big deep breath and let it out. Good, just nice and big. Pressing into those heels as you bend those knees. Good, one more time. And we're just gonna roll the shoulders right and left. And we're gonna step into it. Good, so take those feet a little wider. You can take that whole arm up. You wanna get everything warm and everything ready for today's workout. Keep the legs, hands go above the knees, and bring your shoulder down. You don't have to go to any beat today. Everything's gonna be timed. So you're gonna get great workout in. You can go at your own pace. And we're gonna really work those legs and abs today. And take a nice big deep breath up. It's really nice to have a workout that you can kind of use for your leg day. Maybe you're gonna go for a walk or a run or do some quick cardio, and then you can get your legs and abs in too. So look at your week, break it up. I would put this in the strength category, but our heart rates will go up. Good, we're gonna put our hands above our knees and we're gonna slide down, flat back, and roll it up. So from the side, hinging at the hip, a little arch in the back, and come up. If arching the back bothers you, just come down to a nice neutral spine, keeping that connection to your core. Good. Let's do this one more time. Good, we're gonna take our hands behind our head. We're gonna go right into a good morning, down for 2 and up for 2. We are gonna be doing some deadlifts today, so we wanna warm up those hamstrings. So you can have your legs a little straighter for a good morning. You can have your hands here to feel for that crease, or you can take a little bend in the knee, more of like a deadlift kind of bend in the knee where your hips go back and up. We're gonna do that one more time, and then we're gonna go into body weight squats right here. So squat it out. Good, I'm gonna turn and face front, so you're pressing into those heels. Good, getting everything nice and warm. Good. We're gonna warm up that core. You're gonna take it down and then drive your knee up and twist. Down, up. So you're twisting from your core. You can keep your eyes forward if you like that better. Good, warming up those hips. Good. Let's warm up the glutes a little bit more. So we're gonna squat with a straight leg back. Good. Keep that chest up. You don't have to go too deep in your squat. Going back with that hamstring and glute. Good. And a couple more. Last one. Good. Go to your end of your space. We're gonna go to some walkouts just to get everything a little bit warmer, warm up that core a little bit more. We're gonna bend the knees, bring your hands down, walk it out to a plank, and then walk it back in. And stand up. That's it right there. So bending those knees, getting a little deeper into your squat, and then you can bring those arms up. If you don't want as much of a bend in the knee, you want to work the hamstrings, come down with a little straighter leg. One more time. And bring it back. All right, you are ready to go. I'm gonna grab some water. I'm gonna grab my band. If you don't have one, don't worry about it. Good, we're gonna put that band right above the knees. So today, we're not repeating anything unless we're doing something right and left. So I'm gonna grab a dumbbell too. Again, you can use just a dumbbell, you can use just a band, both or neither, okay? So the first one, we're gonna do a two pulse squat. Everything's 45 seconds. Like I said, unless we're doing something right and left, it might be a little less. Feet apart. Here we go. Take it down and up. Chest is up. Feel free to go a little deeper. If you don't like holding the weight up here, you can hold it down. Just keep your back nice and tall. Good. Down 2 and up 2. Down 2, up 2. And I think I said I was doing a 2 pulse squat. That is next. This is a down 2, up 2 squat. Good. Breathe. Feeling that band. So I have the band above the knees, and I'm just gently pressing out. I'm not spreading too far out, and my band is tight enough that it's not going to fall down to my feet. So just want to, you'll know when you can just feel that gentle pressure. Good. Let's do one more here. And come up. All right, next one is a 2 pulse squat. So we're gonna go pulse, pulse, and up. It's a little bit more dynamic. Weight is in front of you on the chest. I'll show you from the side. Here we go. Pulse, pulse, and up. Good. Keeping that core in nice and tight. Chest is lifted. So if you're just starting out, a workout like this is great because you can get used to the basic moves, squats, deadlifts, all the basics that you see in many different formats. I do a lot of HIIT workouts and we integrate them into everything. Good. Abdominals tight. It's not only great for your muscles, it's great for mobility, great for your joints. Good. Little time under tension under there. 5 seconds. One more. And up. Good. Rest. All right. Now we're going to squat with a side leg lift. So we're going to squat down like this. As you come up, lift one leg to the side, put it down. We're going to go to the other side. Okay? So you're going to keep the glutes tight, and you're also going to keep your abs tight. Ready? Set. Here we go. So it's a little bit more outer thigh. So you are working core here. So we're gonna work the core a little bit more after this set of squats. Good. So gently pressing against that band. Notice I'm keeping my shoulders over my hips. As I come up, this weight does make it harder. Go ahead and sit a little deeper if you can. Feeling that heart rate come up. Come on. Let's do a little bonus pulse. After this next one, I want you to go down and hold it and just go up a little, down a little. Feel that fire. If you need to eliminate the weight, go ahead. We're not going to be here long. I want you to feel as though you're pushing up off the heels like you have gum on your shoe. But your heels are staying down. 4, 3, come on, 2, and all the way up. Woo. All right, we're gonna take the weight out. You can grab it if you want. This one is a 2-step walk. I may grab the dumbbell, or you can grab 2. You're gonna go down, step, step, and you're keeping those feet wide. This one's a little quicker, and you can hold the weight right here. So I'm putting my heel down and go. Try a few practice ones and then my eyes on the clock now. Good. So from the side, really stepping. I like this band that it's got a little bit more stretch. I do have a tighter one. I may use that in a little bit. Good. This one definitely gets the heart rate up. If you don't have enough space, you can do a single. Lead with the outer thigh. Come on, you got this. 5 seconds. Legs are burning. Last one. Woo. All right, take that band off. We're gonna come down, work the core a little bit. Woo. Bring it down to your mat. Hug those knees in, take a little stretch. Nice. All right. All right, we're gonna bring these feet down, okay? You're gonna bring the knees to the side and do a side crunch. Fingertips above the ears, we go up, halfway down. Now, your range of motion is gonna be really tiny here. If you don't like having the knees to the side like this, you can put a little pillow there. Keeping those low abs nice and tight. You're not gonna be able to come up a lot here. So you're right here, working those obliques. Your lower abs are pulled in tight. Just going up a little, down a little. Be careful not to pull on your neck here. Blow out that air. For the last 15 seconds, we're gonna hold it up with teeny tiny pulses that are gonna be very controlled and targeted. All right, let's hold it up. Again, making sure you're not pushing on the head. You're resting your head in your hands. Your eyes are right over this top leg. Come on. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Rest your head down. Hug your knees into your chest. Good job. We're going to go to the other side. All right, so you're going to bring your knees to the other side. Your back is off, so you really have to squeeze those lower abs. Back is off the floor. Lift the head, neck, and shoulders up. Here we go. Same thing. So what happens during this exercise, usually what I see people do is they really try to come up. You don't have to go up very high here. Okay, you're working a very small range of motion here because you're in this compromised position. So just keep your chest open and just think about going up a really tiny amount. Don't let yourself go like, oh, I should be coming up higher. Don't think like that. Our chest is facing the sky and our back is off and our knees are to the side. So we're already in this great position to work those obliques and lower abs. Good, we're gonna pulse it up in 4, 3, 2, pulse it up. Good, again, come on, just 15 seconds, just little pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1, rest your head down, awesome job. Woo. All right, nice work, roll it up, or you can go to your side. We're gonna come to an elbow plank, and we're just gonna tap those legs out. So this is a little core and it's legs too. So elbow plank, I'll show you a modification for it. If you don't like to be out all the way on your toes, you're just gonna take the leg, okay? You're gonna have your knees apart and tap out side to side, okay? Or you can just get used to holding an elbow plank. Otherwise, you're gonna push into the front of your foot and stay right here. You can stay here or tap out with me. Here we go. Tap. Now notice it's a very small, very small tap. I'm really working to keep my hips down and I'm squeezing through those glutes, reaching through the crown of the head. Again, you can just hold your plank here. I'm keeping my eye on the timer. Believe me, I don't want to do more than 45 seconds. So again, you can just remember, hold that knee plank. That's fine. So I'm using my glute and I'm also really using my lower abs and my obliques to move my leg. All right, can we do 5 more seconds? That's all we have left. Breathe, draw your shoulder blades down the back, and time. Sit into child's pose. Here's Jenny coming along for the fun. Hi, Jenny. Perfect. All right, let's come on up. All right, we have one more for the core, and then we're gonna go back to some legs. So right here, we're going into a foundational exercise. It's called dead bug. Right here, your arms are up, your legs are in tabletop. I like to flex my feet. You're gonna move your right arm back and your left heel down, come right back up. Do the other side. Now, I'm looking to make sure that my spine stays imprinted and down on the mat. If I dropped my leg too far, it may or may not touch the floor. It doesn't have to. So if I was gonna arch my back right about here, I would just kind of come right back, okay? This exercise is a foundational exercise for stability in your core, for all the more difficult things we're gonna be doing, like not that this isn't hard, like a bicycle, like a hip lift and a kick out, things where you're pulling the limbs away, but you need to keep your back and spine protected and your abdominals engaged. So, you know, maybe you just want to do the arms today. Maybe you just want to hold a position. It's hard work to hold even just this, okay? It's hard for your abdominals to grip. So this is a great exercise to master. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug your knees in. Some people like to skip over that one, but I really like to include it or a variation of it in all my workouts. All right. So the next one, we're going to just not use the band. We're going to do a single leg deadlift, okay? 2 weights, or you can take 1 weight in the opposite hand, okay? So I'm going to show you both versions. You're going to have your left foot forward, right toe on an angle. Okay, you can also let this leg float up. So we're going to do a single leg deadlift. Right there, you're going to bend that supporting knee and come up. It's almost like a glute bridge, and then we're going to go to a staggered squat. So if I didn't want to use 2 weights, I would have the weight in this hand, single leg, and squat. You can also rack that arm up. Let's go. Let's get started with our timer, 45 seconds. Here's that rack. It's not really a bicep curl. It's more of like a snatch. So you kind of keep that weight. I like 1 weight because I actually feel like I work harder in my core. Single leg deadlift and then a squat. So it's a staggered squat. So I like to do these 2 together because it really shows the difference between a deadlift and a squat. So some people want to keep their legs too straight in a deadlift and some bend too much. So you'll figure out where that is. I'm sending those hips back. Good. 1 more. Good. All right, let's switch sides. We're gonna go right to the other side, 45 seconds. Here we go. So staggered deadlift, and I'm gonna rack it. You don't have to rack it. You can also use 2 weights and hold them at your sides. The point is you're pushing in to that one leg a little more, right into that glute, right off that hamstring. And you wanna pretend that you have something under that armpit so that you keep that leg close to the body. Pushing into that heel the whole time. The back heel is lifted. Good. Really a nice long back there. Remember, you can do this with no weight at all. Good. Good. Push into that heel. 1 more. And time. Great. All right. We're going to put the weights down. All right. We're going to put that band back on. I'm going to take my harder band. And then we're going to be using it for glute bridges in a little bit. But for this one, we're going to put it, again, right above the knee. Okay? And we're going to work the glutes. Okay? So you're going to come into that squat and you're going to tap back. And you're just going to keep these taps. It's going to add a little fire. I'm going to show you how to make it a little harder. So if you want to make this harder, you're going to go tap and stand, come down, tap, stand. You get that little extra boost coming up. If you want, you can jump it. But if you're jumping, you're going to be coming up off the toes and then back down into that squat. So you don't want to jump if you're landing flat-footed or with locked knees or ankles or hips. Remember, you can just come up on the toes. And now we're going to feel that fire a little bit. Hold the next one back and tap it. So now we're just tapping. I'm going to show you from the front. Just a little burner here, 20 seconds. Come on. Pushing into this heel. Ooh, feeling it. You can move the arms. You can stay right here. Staying loaded in this leg is hard. 5 seconds. Come on. And come up. Ooh, we're going to go right to the other side. Push into this heel. Get down into that staggered squat and tap it out. Tap. 20 seconds. The more you push into this heel, the better it's gonna be. Come on, working the glutes and the hamstrings. Almost there. I'm gonna show you from the side. Keep that band stretched. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Good job. I'm gonna grab a quick drink. We're gonna come down. All right. Breathe. Come on down to your side. We're gonna bring those legs in the front. Again, you can do this without the band. You may regret it with the band. You're gonna be on your elbow. You're gonna come up, okay, and you're gonna lift and lower. That's all we're doing. Having the legs in front is a little bit more glute. You're gonna feel outer and inner thigh. Breathe. Come on, we're getting there. Hitting the legs from all angles. Pretty much almost there. Come on. 45 seconds, you got this. Core move coming next. We're gonna do a little pulsing at the end of this. Let's do 15 seconds, pulse it up. Making sure that knee and ankle are same plane. We're going to the hard positions here to save time. Stay off the shoulder. Remember, you can do this without the band. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, rub it out. Ooh. All right, we're gonna go to a side plank. Keep the band on. We're not really using it for that. Side plank, you're gonna be stacked, or you can be right here with one knee down. Okay, we're gonna do a hip dip here for 30 seconds, okay? That's all it is. 30 seconds, we might do a little fire, extra bonus for 10 or 15 seconds, but otherwise you're gonna come up and we're just gonna dip. Now I'm not really using the band here. It's only 30 seconds. Very controlled. You're keeping those lower abs tight. Remember, you can go to the knee down. Keeping this elbow right under your shoulder. Working the shoulders a little bit here too. I like to keep my hand either here or up. Come on. Remember, if you're new, just hold the plank. You don't have to add that dip, just like we did with the regular plank. Hitting the abs from all angles today. Come on. Woo. Now hold it here, reach this arm under. Blow all the air out, come up, and take it down. Nice job, go to the other side. So we're gonna repeat those two on this side. First the legs, 45 seconds, and then that side plank. Are we ready? Have those knees out in front. Remember, they can be more an angle here. Nice and lifted here, your core is working. Good, and we're gonna go up and partial down, up. So I'm leading with the top leg, not the foot. I'm not opening up like that. I'm just kind of trying to keep everything in line. Come on, exhale. Now, if you need to, if this elbow slips, or if you need extra padding, put it under there. This is pretty cushy. Feeling that fire. You can point or flex your foot, doesn't matter. You got this, come on. Now hold it up, little pulses. Feel that fire. Again, keep those knees here. Fight through it. Keep pushing against that band. Remember, you can use no band here at all. 4, keep your form lifted here. 3, 2, 1. Whew. Rub it out. All right, we're gonna go to that side plank on this side. Remember your modification, and you can take the band off for that one, but the knee is down, the hip is up, but you have that one knee down for like a little kickstand. All right, we're gonna stack, not really using the band, right here, 30 seconds. Now you don't wanna do these too fast. You really wanna keep that alignment. You can have your hand here or on your hip. Come on. Keep those lower abs tight. I am feeling it. Maybe you just want to hold the side plank today. So working a lot of obliques, it's important to squeeze those lower abs to keep everything protected. Now hold it up and reach under. Blow all that air out. Hold it, come up, and bring it down. Good job. Hug those knees in. Ooh, we're almost there. All right, roll those ankles around. Good job. All right, we're gonna go to glute bridges, then we'll take the band off and finish with some abs. Perfect, almost there. All right, so now you can take a weight in addition to the glute band. So, or you can just use the weight. So I'm gonna have the weight right here. Your feet are flat on the floor. I'm gonna push against the band and hold it. And we're gonna go up 45 seconds. Up and partial on the way down. So I'm not putting all my weight down, but I am lowering the hips. Now in a glute bridge, you're gonna push into the whole foot and you're gonna keep your shoulders down. So we don't wanna go to the neck or anything like that. We're just lifting and lowering and keeping the back of the legs engaged, squeezing not only the glutes and the hamstrings, but also squeezing your abs. Now you can take a rest in between these exercises. Don't forget to push out on the band, hold that weight in place, or you can just go. We're gonna do 3 different exercises. So you're gonna stay up, take a break in between. Now hold this one up, go up a little, down a little. Just up a little, down a little, holding that resistance out. Make sure you're doing that without rolling to the outer edges of your feet. Good. You really have to think to be able to push out. If that weight becomes too heavy, just take it to the side. Come on, you got this. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. Come on. A few more seconds. I know it's getting tough. Sometimes the warmer you get, the higher you can go in the hips. Just keep those abs nice and tight. Now, we're gonna hold the next one up for our final 45 seconds, and we're gonna press out and in. Not too much in. You wanna start where you were ending that last one, and then push out. I am feeling it. Remember, an option for you is out, in, maybe down and up, okay? You can slow that down, okay? If that weight is preventing you from pushing out, just take it to the side. You have 15 seconds here. Whew. Make sure those hips are elevated. It's a lot to think of. Keep your feet down. You got this. Come on, breathe. We got this together. 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Oh, take that weight safely to the side. Hug your knees in. Rock side to side. Give that spine and those glutes a little love. We're gonna take this band off. A few more for abs and we are good to go. All right. Going into one of my favorites, bicycles, where we did that dead bug. That was a good prep for this. So you don't need any weights. So we're gonna lift the head, neck, and shoulders up, bring our legs to tabletop, twist, this knee comes in, this leg goes out, and there you go. Sometimes I see this too fast. You really wanna make sure one knee's coming in and one is extending. It's not about the elbow to knee, it's more about the shoulder coming across, keeping the spine imprinted. Good. You can always, if you're just starting out, maybe take the legs up higher. And if you're in control, you can certainly pick up the pace. You also want to pretend you're on a step or a tightrope. So you want to think about staying in position here. Now let's challenge ourselves. Let's hold it to one side and then lift and lower this leg 8 times. Don't let those hips lift up. 3, 4, 5. Woo. Come on. We gotta do the other side. 6. Really hold to that side. And we have 7, 8. And hug the knees in. We'll go to the other side. All right. All right. Bring this knee in, this leg out. Here we go. Twist it over. 8, 7. Notice I'm not lifting the hips. Lift those shoulders up nice and high. Hands light. 3. Resist. 2. And 1. Hug both knees in. Whew, good job. Nice work. All right. We're going to come up to a seated position. And then we're going to have one more after this. So we did a lot of planks. This one is one of my favorites. It is a Russian twist. So this one we're going to just twist side to side. You can do this with your feet down and leaning back without a weight. Okay? Or you can have the legs up and twist side to side. It's really up to you. And then we're going to add a combo move. Okay? All right, here we go. So let's start just leaning back. You don't want to round through those shoulders. And let's pulse it for 2. That way we really make sure we get that twist. Now again, if you're like, oh, I want to challenge myself, bring the legs up. Do this with a light weight. You can just do this with your own body weight. Just bring your hands together. If you're feeling pain in the back, please bring your feet down. 5 seconds. And last one. Whew. Good job. All right, we're gonna come down. One of my favorites. It's gonna be a weighted sit-up, okay? So you're gonna have the weight here. If you need to do a pullover to help you come up from the back with momentum, feel free to do that, okay? You're gonna have your weight here. Your feet can be out a little bit. I'm gonna push up. Now you can also be right here without that press up. It's a weighted sit-up. Rolling through that spine. If you're doing the pullover, your head is gonna stay down, okay? And then that weight coming up helps you come up to your sit-up, okay? A few more seconds. If you have your head, neck, and shoulders up like I do, I'm keeping my gaze at my knees. I'm gonna challenge myself by bringing those feet in. You can pick up the pace. Again, as long as you're in control. 3, 2, 1. Whew, bring it in. Nice job. Let's do one more bonus move. How about a bonus move? We'll do some reverse curls. They're one of my favorites. If you're just starting out, try this one. This is great to help you get the momentum. You're gonna take one leg up and then the other, okay? This kind of helps give you that little boost to get those hips up. I'm not lifting a lot. I like to keep my head, neck, and shoulders up for these. And I'm gonna keep my legs straight up. So I'm gonna go up, down. Notice I'm not doing this to get my legs up. I really just wanna use my lower abs. That's why that single leg is really great. Now, if you wanna make it a little harder, you can go up and lower one leg. That challenges you. Up and lower the other. Or you can lower both, as long as your spine stays down. I like to do a little combo. Keep your head, neck, and shoulders lifted by just supporting your head, not pushing on it. You can also do this with a bent leg. But again, if you just want to work on the hip lift, try that single leg version. That gives you a little bit of controlled momentum to help. All right, part 2 of the bonus. You're gonna have your hands behind your head or up, bring it down and flutter kick. It's like a hollow hold. Good. You can have your hands here, here. We're only gonna do a few seconds, keeping the spine down. Make it harder by dropping those legs. Ooh. Eyes forward. You don't wanna look up and strain that neck. 4, 3, chop it up, 2, and 1. Ah. Hug those knees in, rock side to side. Good job. Ooh, let's stretch everything out. So one of my favorite stretches to do for the obliques, have your feet and your knees wide, arms out to the side, and we're just gonna bring the knees to the right and to the left. So this is a great chest opener. It also gives you that nice 90-90 stretch through the hips. And it just feels great on your back. And having the feet out and the knees wider really make it more comfortable if you have any lower back pain or issues. And just these gentle stretches, if you have lower back issues or tightness, anything you do, you know, like for mobility in the lower back, like the bridging we did, I'll show you a couple more when we're cooling down, cat and cow. But a lot of lower back pain can be alleviated by just working on extension, okay? So anything like those deadlifts, they all work the core, they work the lower back in particular. And they're just great for keeping that spine balanced. Good, let's bring those knees in. Let's roll it up. So cat and cow, this is a great way to cool down. It's also a great way to just mobilize your spine in the morning. Hands under your shoulders, knees under the hips. You can point your toes, and we're gonna round like a cat, and then arch the spine with the tailbone. This is the extension I was talking about. So just rounding. If the extension bothers you, maybe you just come here to neutral, but if you can get that extension, go ahead. Good, breathe. Let's sit back into child's pose. You can have your knees together or apart. Just nice stretch, giving that low back a little bit of love, and also stretching out the legs. Bring your hands to one side. And then to the other. It's also great for your back. Stretches the obliques. Come all the way onto your stomach. And we're just gonna come into Sphinx pose. There's lots of variations. You can do upward facing dog. But again, if you just want a little bit of extension, just right here, pulling the abdominals in and just holding right here is a powerful movement. Shoulder blades down the back. If you wanted to make it a little harder, you can spread those hands to the side and come up into your upward facing dog. I have my knees down just to make it a little bit more gentle. Bring it all the way down. Good. You can take it up again. Lift that heart out and bring it down. Good. Let's sit into child's pose one more time. Especially after you do extension, it's nice to just stretch here. And just have a seat. We're gonna do a little bit of side stretch, a little lateral flexion. Also great for the back. One arm down, one arm up. Other side. Bring your hand on your head. Apply a little pressure there, feels great on the neck. One more stretch for those legs. Let's stretch out hamstrings, hinging at the hip. We're coming down. You can hold onto those legs, or you can grab those toes. If your outer thigh is tight, I lied, one more stretch. Cross it over and just bend and just do your four corner stretch. You can also do this on your back. Keep the chest lifted. Other side. Good. Usually one side is a little tighter, so just maybe spend a little extra time on that tighter side. Good job. Great job today. Take a nice big deep breath up, hands to your heart. Make sure you hydrate, drink a little water. Let me know what you think. This is probably a little longer than I thought. Not too bad, but enjoy. I'll see you next time.